Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I'm here with my sister Evelyn.
Hi guys.
I'll do an introduction of her later. I should start bullying you the entire video.
I'm really starving.
We're both getting hangry. Today's video is going to be 10 daily simple habits that will utterly change your life. And yeah, let's get started.
We're just gonna eat and talk about this stuff because then
We wanted this to not feel so insane. We wanted to be casual and we're hungry. So we're like, let's just do a double whammy.
Is this a medium fry?
Okay, hot take on Chick-fil-A, it's only good if you have sauce. I think it's like mediocre food if there's no sauce. Yeah. So this video idea was birthed to me when I was getting ready for the day. This was like 2 days ago, and I was thinking about like the things that I do in my life to make my life better, and I was like, wow, I feel like I have a good regimen. Like I feel like I have a good set of rules that I live by and habits that I abide by that make like the quality of my life so much better. So this is my sister Evelyn. Blood sisters, completely related. Well, maybe I could be the adopted one. Anyway, but I was talking to Evelyn about these ideas and she was like, wow, she's like, this is a fun video idea. Like, let's film this together. Let's go get some food and talk. So
I was like, free food? Let's go.
This was not free.
Why do those taste disgusting? Okay, grilled nuggets are not good.
We should start a podcast where we just discuss other podcasts.
Yeah.
It's like a book club, but it's a podcast club.
That would be fun. This was the slowest week of my life.
You're kidding.
Oh, today, every day has felt like a million years. I always thought it was Thursday on Tuesday. Wednesday was just a bummer.
Well, you guys feel great. Oh, I just got burn freeze. That hurt.
Literally, why does it hurt?
It like makes the back of my eyeballs burn.
Now that we're done
Let's talk about life-changing habits, and the first one's eating healthy.
Are you kidding?
No.
Marla!
I'm kidding. Okay, so with these habits, they're all ones that I feel like are very easy to incorporate into your day. They're not very, oh my gosh, groundbreaking. They might be things you already know, but I can genuinely say each one of these are things that I do every single day. Like literally without a fail. Like if I do not do it, something's wrong.
That's why she's so incredible.
That's why I'm so incredible.
She does all these every day and she never misses a day. She doesn't even miss any of them.
Shut up. The first one's be nice to your sister. The first 1 and 2 are pretty similar, so I'm just gonna lump them together. But it is to put on sunscreen every day and to put lotion on your hands morning and night.
I never put sunscreen on my face.
Never?
Never.
Like never.
Never.
I got really, really bad acne about a year ago, like literally today.
It was so bad I couldn't even look at her face.
I was like, oh my gosh. Thank you, Evelyn, for adding that. No, it really was. Like, it got really unusually bad for me. So I went on medication for a while. Then I didn't like the way that was reacting with my body. So then I went off the medication and I started going to an esthetician, and they gave me this skincare regimen, and in it they have a sunscreen. And so I have put sunscreen on every single day since June.
Do you feel like that's actually made a difference?
Well, I don't know. I do know that like long-term sunscreen just has so many benefits, and it's something that if you can just like get a simple sunscreen, just put that on before your makeup, it'll do your wonders. Come check back with me in like 30 years when I have baby butt skin. Sunscreen's super good. Just if that's a habit you can start incorporating. I think I probably missed 2 days like this entire time because I just forgot. In general, try to put on sunscreen. Well, another thing is I remember seeing this post like forever ago, and it was a truck driver and they showed the left side of their face versus the right side, so the left side that faces the window.
I'll put that picture in. It's actually really interesting.
And her face was so much saggier on the left side, and she never put UV protection on it, but so like even sunlight coming through the windows or through your car, like sunlight gets you everywhere. So
I think whatever you do in life, like it's consistency. I think like people try things for like a little bit,
like a fad.
Oh, it didn't work, like whether it's a diet or like a workout, and they're like, oh, it just didn't work for me. It's like, well, how long did you actually do that consistently too?
The next one I have is reading for fun. Having a book to read
For fun.
for fun. Having always a book that
When is the last time you've read for fun?
like 2 days ago.
Oh.
I done my homework. My bills are paid. I highly recommend always having a book on hand that no one is telling you to read. I have a few books. They're religious books, like religious related, but I love reading those. So,
or I feel like if you hate reading, like switch up what you're reading, because I think in school too, like we're taught to, not taught, but we're almost forced to read so much
that you're just like, oh, I hate reading.
And
it's
none
like,
of it's material you actually care about. And so then of course we're all like, oh, we hate reading. But I think once you find
it's not that you hate reading, you just hate the content that you're reading.
Yeah,
so
once you find the book type that you like, then.
Okay, so the next one is, so I'm saying meditation for those of you that are not religious, but for me, I do my Bible and scripture study. I have done this literally every day for like so many years. I can attest to the power that scripture study has in your life, and the effort of just like literally one verse can change your day. I posted my Instagram story a while ago, but I said, it was a picture of my scriptures, but I pretty much said I'm like 10 minutes can change your 24 hours. I was like 10 minutes of scripture study can change your entire day. day. And if you're not religious, just even having 10 minutes of just sitting and doing nothing and just breathing, no, literally just like.
Well, I feel like it's so easy to be like, I just don't have the time or whatever, but like, how often are you, like, look at your screen time. If it's more than literally 10 minutes, like, you have time, because we're on our phones.
There's also another post I saw, and it was, if you're reading this post, then you pretty much have time to read your scriptures.
Yeah.
It's not that you don't have time, it's that you're choosing not to make the time. So I believe the power of scripture study is so awesome, and even devoting about 10 minutes to it. Number five, not 10, 5. This one is, if you're a loser and you have Apple Music, you can just unsubscribe, dislike this video, and leave. No, I am not that hater. I'm not a hater. My tip for this, Evelyn is actually the one that inspired me to do this back in April of 2016.
I've been doing it since 2014.
Remember you tried getting me to start Spotify, and I saw one F word on Lana Del Rey's account, so I completely deleted all my Spotify account.
I was like, that's literally like one.
Like, well, I just didn't get that. I was sitting on your bed, I was like,
You're like, the whole thing's bad.
I was like, this app, Pretty much it is to customize your cover playlist on Spotify and make new monthly playlists.
And it's so fun. I look forward to it. Like, literally on the 1st, I'll go and make just a new.
It's like our new month ritual.
I actually have not done. I've just made a 2022 playlist.
Loser. Anyway, so this is our favorite thing to do. We can insert like a screen grab right now of what like both of our Spotifys look like. So I've done this since April of 2016, but every single new month, so on the 1st of every month, I'll make an entirely new playlist, and I'll title it like April 2016 or April 2020. And this is so fun because then for the entire month of April, I will just add the music that I'm listening to into that playlist. Sorry, why this is fun is because now if I go back and listen to that playlist from 2016 in April, I'll literally feel the same feelings that I felt in that month, because the music just reminds me so much of it. So
it's like such a good way to organize your music.
It's also like creating little time capsules, because I can go back and literally find what music I was listening to in October of 2017, and like every single song that I listened to in that month. So okay, number 6 is washing your pillowcases. So
I am bad at this.
I am
bad at this one.
So
I feel like it is such a hassle to take everything off your bed, bring it to the laundry room, and then wash it, and then you have to put it back on.
Okay, here's my concept. So
When do you do that?
Well, okay, so I was talking about this with, once again, my skin esthetician, because she always has to ask me like a series of questions, like, what's your diet like, what shampoo are you using, and one of the questions she asks is, when was the last time you washed your sheets? And I'm always like, never. If today's Thursday. One of the times, I think she finally got the hint that like I just don't do that, so she was like, okay, she's like, if this helps, she's like, don't take off all of your sheets. She's like, only take off your pillowcases and throw those in the wash. She's like, it's a lot quicker, and if you think about it, like, really your head only hits the pillow. Like, that's really like where most acne stems from, is from your pillowcase and not the sheets that you actually lay on. Another concept with this that I just don't get, and like I need to work on washing them more.
I had like an experience with this because I had like a cluster of like, I guess it was kind of acne. It was like all flat, so it wasn't raised, but like forever. It was like right here, and that's the same side I sleep on the most. And for the longest time, I'm like, this is not going away. Like, I use Curology and I love it, and like that wasn't even attacking it. And I'm like, what is going on? I was like, maybe I should wash my pillowcases. I did.
Finally, it occurred to
like
me.
went away. It's
when
really
was that?
Not there.
Did we eat all of the?
Oh. Anyways, I feel like just don't underestimate
the power of a good wash.
Your pillows, because they really. I feel bad at those chicken nuggets, or like, that's dog.
Anyway, like, it's just a good reminder to be washing your pillowcases, because it's a lot less of a hassle than washing your sheets. And I feel like it's such a stupid thing, like, you're like, duh, just wash your pillowcase, but I literally didn't think of that until the esthetician told me, and I was like, oh. The next one is having a hobby that is just for you.
That's so annoying.
It's literally just having a hobby that you do only for the intent of feeling joy.
Which
and
I feel
happy.
like sometimes can be hard, because I feel like we live in a day and age where it's like,
you're not productive.
How can I monetize that? Or like, if I'm doing something cool, I need to share it online and like find a way that I can make money off of this. Or yeah, I feel like it's just hard to find something that like is solely for you.
Speaking from my experience from this girl.
I love editing and I love photography, and I will always love it, but like I definitely used to do it more for like recreational, and now it's been my job for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's not that I don't love it anymore, but definitely
now there's
like
this pressure.
Sometimes there is that pressure. It's like, oh, I can't be as creative as I want to be because I have like a deadline, or I have to do this because this is now my job.
Well, and so with this, some examples of this is I love to roller skate. I literally have no benefits to roller skating. Like, I'm not making money off of roller skating. I'm not roller skating to get into a competition, and it's just so fun. I normally don't even post about me skating most of the time, so it's just literally something that I enjoy doing.
See, maybe there's also people like me out there that just like watching Netflix, and that is
but if
their
that is
thing. Because
that is
sometimes
No,
Yeah.
being like a movie buff. Like if watching movies is fun.
Be proud of Grey's Anatomy if that is your show that brings you
not that one.
joy.
Aren't there like 12 seasons?
There's 17 seasons.
No.
Yeah.
What do you even like? Anyway, so another example too is I play the cello, and I once again have no benefits to playing the cello other than playing the cello for me, I literally pay to play the cello. Like, I do it because I just love it. I'm not, no one's telling me to.
So good at it.
Shut up. Everyone in the family literally tells me to shut up as soon as I start playing.
Every time she pulls it out, we're like, oh my gosh.
She does her D scale over and over. It's the same thing.
And she's like, please play the piano, Evan, please. And then
I always want, my dream is to play the Carnival of the Animals by Spin. I don't know his name.
fine, I'll practice.
But because she plays the piano, and so I'm like, you get the piano part down. I'm working on the cello. Anyway, so I just find it so much joy. I have cello lessons every other week. It's so fun for me to just like
and I
pull
feel
it
like
out.
for you, it's like a de-stressor,
Oh,
like
so
decompressor. And I'm
therapeutic.
sure that is for anybody out doing something they love to do.
And it
I took a pottery class the other night.
Did you really?
Horrible at it. Literally horrible.
Was that the color me?
Anyways, but I was like, I love doing this. I was horrible at it. I literally like ended by the end of the night, everyone had their bowls, and I still had a clump of clay sitting there.
You do not have to be good at something in order to enjoy it.
But I had the time of my life. And I'm like, oh, this is very like relaxing to just do this.
No, I'm repeating that again. You do not have to be good at something to enjoy it. And so whatever that may be, just go and do it because it solely brings you joy and you're having fun and there's no other reason for that. Up next is having a sustainable workout routine. So with this, Evelyn and I kind of at the beginning of the video, we kind of talked about how a lot of people will be like, it doesn't work, and it's because they're not being consistent with it. And it's hard to be consistent with something that's so extreme. So
what was the tip?
The tip is just having a sustainable workout routine. So like for me, what that looks like is
Find
doing
something that's fun.
A lot of people have been talking about the hot girl walk, but like do it.
Well, okay, but maybe you don't like walking. Maybe walking's not your thing. Maybe like for me, when I started dating my fiance, like he introduced me to like weightlifting, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I love doing this. This is so fun. When we go to the gym, I was like, I'm gonna take off and do like the treadmill. Like for me, like I'd rather die. I would rather go like lift weights, and so like for us, it's like we're still both working out.
Find your own hot girl walk, whether that means you're a hot girl weightlifter
hot girl
or
walks are amazing though.
But like I guess the whole point of the hot girl walk is just finding athletics not the word. It's just finding movement that you enjoy that's
ways
good for your body.
Move your body.
So for
that
me,
you get excited about too.
I love working out in the basement with my little sister and putting on like Tiffany Roth workouts and just doing Mad Fit. Like we love her workout videos, so that's really fun for us. The next tip is to dedicate one day a week to serving, and that doesn't have to be extreme at all. You know, you make your sister's bed every Friday night.
So even if you're like serving like your roommate or whoever you're living with, a family member, or like something in the community is great too.
Or even like every Saturday morning, you make it a goal to text 5 people in your text messages a happy message and stay committed to it.
There's a website, I think it's called Just Serve, and if you like you can type in where you live. I don't know if you're outside of the US, but if you're in the US, it might be international.
Just serving people is the way you come to feel greater love for yourself and for those around you. If you want, if you're struggling with someone, go serve them. Like I promise you, it's gonna do wonders. So,
and I feel like it gives you an opportunity to like stop thinking about yourself and like your problems and like focus on other people too, and that's another like stress reliever too, or can be.
I remember talking to my brother Sam, and we were just talking about like trials and stuff like that, and he had said something to me that is such common sense, but he pretty much was like, no matter who the heck you're talking to, he's like, everybody has like their ish. He's like, everybody has their struggles. Everyone has issues, and if you take a step back and realize that, it gives you the opportunity to just countlessly like just serve people. He's like, everyone is going through something, or they have gone through something, or they will. So stop isolating yourself and start getting out of your head and start getting into other people's get into other people's business and serve them, because that's how you're gonna help resolve some of your own issues, pretty much. Trying a new recipe every week. Whether
this is an easy one because Pinterest and TikTok have
I think that just improves your skills in the kitchen, where you feel confident in your own cooking. You can Google like, what can I make with sesame oil and lettuce, and like recipes will pop up, so then you can only buy a few ingredients, have fun at home, turn on a fun cooking playlist, and
if you don't feel inspired to cook, like I feel like for me, like I follow a lot of like cooks, I follow a lot of like people that bake or that make recipes, and so it's always popping up in my feed, so I get excited that way, like, oh, I'm gonna make this, and just
like, oh, they made that, I want to try that now.
Yeah.
So that's that one. And the next one is always having your favorite snack on hand.
These can be dangerous.
These can be dangerous. No, I actually think everything in moderation.
Snack?
I always have to have Oreos and Skippy peanut butter at home. If I don't, I get angry. Coming home and having a solid It's just
Protein, some
fun.
healthy fats.
It's something to look forward to when I get home, and I just love having like fun little snacks because
I love it.
my last and final tip. Ooh, I used to be a lot better about this, but I feel like with my college schedule now, like.
What is the tip?
Shut up.
What are you trying to get at?
Okay, my last tip for this one is to listen to either a motivational talk in the morning or a religious talk or just some form of uplifting content. Normally, each of us, I'm assuming, have some form of a routine where we have to get up and get ready for somewhere, and that is prime time to be consuming quality content. So since we do have social media in this day and age, we have so much access to good content.
Especially first thing in the morning too. Like what a better, like there's no better way than like starting out with like a message of like hope or like
Inspiration and love.
Like even if it's like a TED Talk.
Whether it's a TED Talk or a general conference talk or just like your favorite YouTuber that's really inspiring to you, just find some form of uplifting content, put it on, or listen to a good podcast.
You should like find some favorites and I can link them down below too because
I will
there's
link
so many out there.
I'll link down below some of my favorite talks, some of my favorite recipes. Other than that, I think that pretty much completes some of the simple daily habits you can incorporate into your life to improve
your life.
to emperors to groove to improve your overall quality of life. But I love you guys all so much. I'm so grateful for you and for this awesome platform that we have to share.
Thanks for letting me
tips
join
and
you.
tricks. I like held Evelyn at gunpoint. I was like, you're gonna film this video with me.
I got food out of it. It's not good.
So we're good.